Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Beardsly, and welcome to the harbour. This is story time with Captain Beardsly. Do you remember the book we're reading from? It's been a while. Yes, On Cherry Street. Are you happy that the year 2020 is over with? I am, for one, and so is the lieutenant. We will read a story about 4 animals. Once again, it's about their dinner. So, let's head on down to the docks, don our life jackets, and jump aboard. Mind the lieutenant now. He's in charge. So, bon voyage. I'll see you back at the docks. Bye-bye.
Gardens by the brook. "This is a good day," said Mrs. Bear. "I'm going to plant a garden." "So am I," said Mrs. Rabbit. "I will plant a cabbage garden." "I like wheat better than cabbage," said Mr. Fox. "I will plant wheat in my garden."
"I like corn,"
said Mr. Squirrel.
"so I will plant some popcorn."
Mrs. Bear said nothing. She just went to work. The others did not know what she was going to plant. So they said to her, "What will be in your garden?" "Something good," said Mrs. Bear. "It will not be cabbage. It will not be corn and wheat. I will plant something better than that. You shall see, you shall see." Mrs. Rabbit worked and worked in her garden. Soon her little cabbages were big cabbages. Mr. Fox did not like to work, but he did like to eat, so he worked and worked too. Little Mr. Squirrel did like to work in his garden.
"See my corn?" he called. "How's your garden, Mrs. Bear?"
"I have a good garden," said Mrs. Bear. "I have a flower garden. I shall have flowers of all colors."
"Flowers?"
said Mr. Squirrel.
"What a funny garden."
"Flowers?" said Mr. Fox. "You cannot eat flowers." Mrs. Bear laughed and laughed. Then she went on with her work. The others went back to their work too. "Flowers?" said Mrs. Rabbit. "Nothing but flowers. Just flowers. What will Mrs. Bear eat?" The bees saw Mrs. Bear's flower garden.
"Flowers!"
they buzzed. Soon all the bees found out about the flowers. How happy they were! How they buzzed around Mrs. Bear's garden.
"Let's make honey!" they buzzed. "Good honey! Good honey!"
How the bees worked! How the bees buzzed! Mrs. Rabbit, Mr. Squirrel, and Mr. Fox had a picnic by the brook. Mrs. Rabbit ate her cabbage. It was good cabbage. Mr. Fox ate his wheat cake. It was a good wheat cake. Mr. Squirrel had 7 ears of corn. He was going to pop it over a fire. "I see, Mrs. Bear," said Mr. Fox. "Come to the picnic," he called. "There's nothing to eat in your garden." How Mrs. Bear laughed. "Look at the honey," she said. "It came from my flower garden. Bees make honey from flowers. Did you know that? Now I have honey to eat." "Honey?" they all said. "You have honey to eat, Mrs. Bear? That was a good garden you had after all." The end.
Welcome back to the docks. I hope you enjoyed the story that the lieutenant read about the bear and her honey, and how the bees make honey. Did you know how bees take pollen from flowers and create honey? If not, ask your mother and your father to take you to the library. Libraries are places where they hold books. Lots and lots of books. It's a delightful place to go. It's very quiet, very clean. It's a lovely place to visit. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you enjoy Story Time with Captain Beardsly. Would like to thank you for tuning in and coming down to the harbor and visiting me in this winter time when the cold weather freezes over the waters in the harbor, and we have to get an icebreaker to free the boats. Until next time, give us a like, keep a star in your eye, and the wind in your sails, and I will see you back at the docks. Bye-bye.